Alright guys, I have a new token concept that you're going to love, and we're going to be breaking it down here. So what is this all about? This is an interesting way to take a look at what is going on in the blockchain. So sometimes you do blockchain transactions and everything gets messed up and you're trying to figure it all out. So we have a token distribution that's governed by actual math, not discretion as it says. And this is what it's all about. CMX, a native aspect of ClubMOS Blockchain. Every price, every transaction, everything. No oracle, no override. We're going to break it all down here. Not so mathematically, so it's not boring, it's exciting, but we are going to break it down nonetheless. But before we do, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research, due diligence, and don't invest in anything you're not willing to lose. All right. So, the price advances in discrete steps of 0.01, and we have a 3,105 CMX of net volume. And we can see the step function right here with the bonding curve, the bidirectional net movement, the 50 million cap right here. What does this all mean? So, in very, very simple terms, we can see where we're at, coming up the base price, and then the step curve and how it works. So, there's different tiers, but the schedule keeps going and it's immutable. It cannot be changed. So we can see the allocation of when it happens. What does this mean? When you jump in, this is looking very, very good. And we can also see it's governed by smart contracts. So it's not like a person's doing this saying, okay, well, I'm going to play with CMX and I hope it works, or I'm going to follow this schedule. This is all initiated by smart contracts. So starting at level 0, we can see the protocol, 1 up to 2, 3, and 4. We can also see the distributed intent with the public sale, the rewards, community, the whole team, treasury, advisors, marketing, and the CSR. Now we break it down to 4 years of structural volatility suppression with discrete step pricing, with floor function, 30% exit tax, no transfers to liquidity pools, and 1% daily throttle. So every transaction is visible, every pool is accountable, you know what's going on. So the problem is that happens in traditional blockchains. Things get thrown around, mess everywhere. You're checking this scan, that scan. Where did it go? I can't find it. I can't, locate it. This is done mathematically. So in very simple terms, we're figuring it down to the numbers, breaking it down and seeing how it works. And also, it has an immutable schedule of how it will work. Now there's different pools with the incentive reserve, liquidity, allocation, and the tier. Now, this is the native asset of ClubMOS, meaning that we can see here the transactions per second, how many transactions can be done per second, and we have enhanced DPoS. So the consensus on Ethereum, so Bitcoin was proof of work. Then Solana, it got better. We got proof of stake. Now we have an enhanced proof of stake. It's all governed by the community, which is community elected. The block time happens. So it's very, very fast. It's quick. Now what happens after you rock some CMX? Well, your acquisition is credited. You get 15 depth incentive engine pays, and you can also see the tier allocation. So how do you do it? Well, you can come here, hit acquire. Then you'll want a Web3 wallet. So if you're not familiar, you'll want to install something called MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Phantom. It's a little fox here. You can actually see it's saying use MetaMask. So I want to come in here and do this, log into a MetaMask. So if you don't have a MetaMask, no worries, just pause the video, you're good to go. Then you can come here, you can see, so you'll want to top off your MetaMask, put some crypto here, you can actually see what you need to do. So you put here, this is how much CMX you'll get. Now, this is made on BNB, so you'll want to switch. And you can switch right here. So you can see how much you receive, understand, and boom. That's how easy it is. Make sure you're on the BSC network. You can see your information here. You can also see the swap here, so you can swap the pair if you need to. We have our liquidity pools here. Now we have all our documentation. So if you have questions, it doesn't make sense, you're like, okay, what's all the math? Really breaking it down, SwapMOS is just a decentralized exchange protocol of the ClubMOS blockchain. And we can see constant product for automated marker maker, AMM. You can see also the mathematical equations, the swap here, liquidity management, and the smart contracts. So that is how simple it is. Now I recommend checking out, if this still doesn't make sense, understand the white paper. This will give you the abstract, the introduction, the philosophy with non-custodial execution, deterministic liquidity, on-chain transparency, how the contracts work, the token swaps, and everything like that. I would highly recommend you give them a big follow onto social medias. So there you'll be able to find the community, you'll be able to interact, understand more about how it works, secure CMX before the next price shift. So that absolutely looks awesome and something I want to do. You can also follow them on the YouTubes. Yes, sir, the YouTubes. You hit that big subscribe and you can check it out, watch videos on it. So if you don't want to read all the white paper, maybe you're like myself, you like videos, you can do that. And they're even on your favorite platforms like Facebook. So check that out. Very cool. So, guys, that is how simple it is. So I would go ahead, read through the white paper, understand it. That is how you can jump in. ClubMOS is very, very interesting. And to me, give them a big, big follow on X. You can read more about it here. This is the CMX protocol of a native asset of ClubMOS Blockchain. What does it mean? It's an awesome Web3 infrastructure. You can jump in and you can see more about it here. Control liquidity, fixed tier model. I think there's a lot of the good things going for this in Web3 and in the DeFi space. But let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think of this video. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and catch you in the next one.